Hey guys, what's up? It's Aidan here and welcome back to another video. Sorry if I sound a little bit sick right now. I'm getting over a cold, so I'm home from school and I'm deciding to film a little bit of a Q&A. If you guys watch my Instagram stories, I posted on it asking people to ask me some questions. So I thought that I would go through it today and answer some filmmaking questions that you guys have. Starting out, Brick asks, I want to be an author / director, but I don't know how to make my mark. Any suggestions? Now, I assume when you say my mark, if you just mean like exposure, there's plenty of things you can do. What I did is I started an Instagram account and decided to start growing it, and that's gotten me some exposure and opened up some new opportunities for me. Another great option, depending on what city you live in, is try to get connected with other people who are just a little bit bigger than you in your community and ask if you can shadow them, and then maybe they'll give you an internship or an opportunity, different things like that. So there's plenty of things you can do. You just have to look around and find out what works best for you and your location. Maeve asks, how do you afford all your equipment? So I work for International Cruise and Excursions. I'm a video editor for their video department there. So I work from home on my MacBook and they send me footage and I edit it and then they post it on their Facebook account, Must Do Travels. If you guys want to go check out some of my videos, some of them have close to like 1 million views on their Facebook account. I'll leave a link in the description for that. Yeah, anyway, so I do work. I have like an actual job that I get paid hourly by. But then I also do jobs around my city. There's a lot of teenagers who are SoundCloud rappers who ask me to film music videos for them. And so I charge them a pretty reasonable price for the quality. And then I make their music videos, which are actually what I prefer doing because they're so much more fun than sitting down in front of a computer and editing something for a Facebook account. But yeah, so I have an actual job and then I do different things here and there. And yeah, that's how I afford my equipment. Theo asks, can I get your LUT? Soon, buddy. And you can buy it because I'm not gonna give it to you for free. Anyways, guys, I'm working in the process right now on a LUT pack for Adobe, and you can also use it for Photoshop if you guys like editing photos. So I'm working on one and I'm gonna release it. It's only gonna be like $5 and it's gonna have like 10 different LUTs in it. So it is a steal. Probably should charge more, but I'm not going to because I love you all so much. But yeah, so it's only gonna be like $5. It's probably gonna be one of the cheapest LUT packs on the market. And you guys can buy that when it comes out. I'll post something on my story and I'll post on my YouTube, stuff like that. And you guys can buy that for like $5 and it'll have a ton of goodies in there for you guys to use on your videos and on your photos. Mitchell asks, do you / how do you plan on making a living with film? So right now I'm trying to focus on social media and growing on there because that's where I think that a lot of filmmaking is gonna go. But end goal is to be feature film creator, whether I'm doing cinematography or directing, for like movie theaters and for the cinema, and I hope to get distributed eventually. That's gonna be way in the future though, like 10 or 20 years down the road. Or I'll just do freelance if that doesn't work out because I love it so much. So freelance filmmakers can make a good amount of money too. So either one of the two, whichever I decide to go down. Andrew asks, favorite film director of all time? Like which one inspires you the most? So I don't really know if I have a favorite film director of all time recently. I have really liked what Damien Chazelle has been doing. La La Land was released in 2016 and he directed, that was his first like big feature film. And that was probably my favorite film of the year in 2016. I saw First Man, which was pretty good. I didn't think it was as good as La La Land, but then again, he didn't write it. I think if he wrote First Man, I think it would have been very good. But I thought it was a good movie. So, and that came out just this past year. So Damien Chazelle. I also got a photo with him a couple weeks ago at Sundance Film Festival at this special like dinner thing. So yeah. Mira asks, what's the one piece of technical advice you would give to an aspiring filmmaker? Gosh, that's a hard question actually, because I don't know what like section. Do you want to know like a technical tip about like cinematography or about directing or what? I think a lot of things that a lot of young filmmakers are struggling with is cinematography. That's definitely something that I struggled with for a while before I started really getting into it and digging deeper into it. When it comes to technical aspects, I would just say watch your shots, make sure they all make sense. Don't try to do anything that's not gonna make logical sense, because you don't want, the thing about when I look at cinematography and I'm like, okay, this is great cinematography, you should not be able to tell. Like your mind shouldn't think, oh, I just cut from this shot to this shot. You shouldn't tell, it should just flow smoothly and you shouldn't be able to notice anything weird. So make sure it's logical, make sure that your cuts make sense when you decide to cut. And yeah, that's probably the biggest technical tip I can give for somebody who's young trying to learn. Sherry asks, what's the most interesting part of film to you and why? Probably the most interesting, I don't know what she means, whether she means like, oh, do I like cinematography, or do I like directing, do I like editing, or if she's asking like what stage of production and filmmaking do I like the most. When it comes to what stage of like filmmaking I like the most, it's probably production. Pre-production, very close second. I love writing, that's so much fun. I'm not a huge fan of post-production. Really am not. I'm not a huge editor. I think I'm decent at it, but it's not my favorite part. I think production and actually shooting is my favorite part when it comes to what stage. When it comes to what part of filmmaking, as in like what job I'm doing, it really depends. Sometimes I really like cinematography, sometimes I really like directing. It just depends on the shoot and the production and what I'm filming. I asked for film questions and people still decided to not give me film questions, and they asked me just like regular life stuff. So I'm not gonna answer those, but these are the main ones that I thought were the coolest that I picked out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe for more content from me. Go follow me on all my social media, links in the description down below, and I will see you guys next time.